Welcome to The Exchanger. I'm your host, Ben, and in today's video, I'll be bringing you through the 5 methods that Tesla will use to monetize FSD. Now, before we get started, Elon Musk has recently become very confident again that Tesla will solve FSD by the end of the year. And here's why I think that he's not hallucinating this time. Starting with the most convincing or telling chart of them all, is cumulative miles driven with FSD beta. As you can see in this chart right here, Teslas have driven on FSD beta more than they have in their entire history in just the last 3 months. Pretty incredible, showing that conviction among Tesla owners in FSD beta is much stronger than it has ever been. Second, we have this chart right here showing millions of miles driven on FSD beta per accident. As you can see, since 2019, the number of miles driven per accident has nearly doubled, which is a good thing. More miles driven for every accident. Higher is better. And it's more than doubled since 2019. Now, in the last 3 months, like I said before, FSD beta has seen more miles driven than in the entire history of FSD beta combined, meaning that Tesla now has more data to work with, therefore increasing the safety of their product. So that's why I think that FSD will be solved by the end of the year, if not early 2024. Here's another chart showing cumulative Tesla autopilot crashes over time from NHTSA. And a lot of bears actually use this graph to show that Tesla autopilot's becoming less and less safe. But in reality, when you pair this chart with the graph of cumulative miles driven on FSD beta, you'd actually see what is demonstrated is that Tesla FSD has become safer, not less safe. So it's kind of a flawed argument. So that's why I think that Tesla will solve FSD by early 2024. Now let's get on to the 5 ways Tesla is going to print cash from FSD. From least, in my opinion, to most cash printed. And when I say money printed, I just mean revenue. They're going to be raking it in. Starting with what I believe will be the least revenue generating method, and that is Tesla selling FSD to new Tesla buyers. Right now, Tesla FSD sells for $15,000 on a new Tesla. I got it when it was $6,000, and there's no chance in hell that without knowing the capabilities, I'd pay $15,000 for the software. That being said, if Tesla allows trials of FSD before people can buy it permanently on a new car, then maybe people will buy it more. But I don't think that's the method that they're going to go for optimizing profits on FSD. Once Tesla solves FSD, automakers are going to go bonanzas for this shit. Imagine you go to a car dealership and you can buy a BMW or a Mercedes, and the BMW is equipped with full self-driving hardware and the Mercedes isn't. How many people are going to go, but the Mercedes brand, it's the brand. No, most people are going to happily buy the BMW that allows them to work while they're driving to work. So they're going to go crazy for this, and the money is going to come in for Tesla. Strictly speaking about the revenue from Tesla licensing FSD, I believe it will make up a small fraction of Tesla's overall FSD revenue. However, this is very unpredictable because, like I said, the strategy that Tesla chooses to maximize profits for their shareholders from FSD is variable. And selling the complete rights to FSD to OEMs would come with a hefty price tag. That being said, I believe that Tesla will make more money using this method, which is the third method that Tesla will make money selling FSD, and that is selling FSD subscriptions to non-Tesla owners. This is where things start to get nuts. Let's get into it. According to CNBC, about 13.8 million new cars were sold in 2022. If just half of the new cars sold were equipped with FSD technology, and 40% of those people opted to buy it for $200 a month, after 2 years, you'd have 27.6 million new cars, 13.8 million with FSD equipped, and 5.52 million new subscribers. You're talking about a recurring annual profit of over $13 billion. Crazy. Oh, and by the way, that's just in the United States over a 2-year period of time where half of the OEMs are in partnership with Tesla. And I have a feeling it will be more than that. So now let's get on to the 4th method of Tesla generating revenue through FSD, and that is Tesla selling FSD subscriptions to Tesla owners. So on to Tesla selling FSD subscriptions to Tesla owners. And I'm going to go ahead and just quickly call this another $13 billion in annual revenue because I believe that Tesla is going to have the same amount of FSD subscribers who are Tesla owners as non-Tesla owners. So it's going to be roughly another $13 billion. On to the big money-making method, and that is going to be the robo-taxi network. Yep, you heard me, robo-taxis. This is a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. You heard me, multiple trillions of dollars. And the biggest company in the world is only 3 trillion. So that's a pretty bold prediction, but let's get into it. Robotaxis will be extremely disruptive for companies like Uber and Lyft. According to Statista, the global ride-hailing market is a $312.6 billion market annually. And this market is a winner-takes-most market when it comes to robotaxi. How do I know Tesla's going to win most of this market? Well, they have the cheapest sensors in the form of cameras, and they also have the most efficient cars, providing the lowest cost for customers. The other companies simply aren't going to compete with their expensive LiDAR and other garbage sensor technology. Not only will Tesla take most of that $312 billion market, they're also going to tap into the $88 billion public transportation market, because they're going to lower the costs of traveling so much that people who would otherwise take public transportation will now simply ride-hail with Tesla. To wrap it up, Tesla has 5 methods of generating a huge amount of money from FSD. How they attempt to maximize profits is unpredictable. However, according to my calculations, if they just took half of the total addressable market, which I believe is quite likely, they will be generating $250 billion in annual revenue from FSD. That is 1/4 of their current market cap. That's it for this one. If you enjoyed or learned something new or gained a new insight, make sure you like and subscribe. Help me out with that YouTube algorithm, you know what I'm saying? And as always, The Exchanger signing off.